Often here in the world of show business that you never really fall out with people. You just reconnect when they become more useful, more famous, or more back in vogue. Could this be said, of course, of the two ex-royals, Harry and Meghan? As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of a rainy, miserable November London. Oh yes, it's the sort of day, isn't it, that really makes you think, let's just stay in with a big mug of Horlicks, watch one of those fantastic B films. By the way, thank you for the comments about the Lux Radio Theatre. Not alone in discovering that, and I will check out the Chesterton Radio Group. I think that's the right thing I saw. Yeah, I love all of those things, and even better, aren't they? They're free. You don't have to pay. You don't have to pay, do you see? I mean, I don't know about you, but all of these podcasts where, they ask you to give your details, get your credit card out, all of it, you think, hang on a minute, I only want to listen to an episode. I'm not signing up for life, you see, I'm not wrong, am I? It's just too complicated. Better stick here with me on YouTube. Absolutely free, nothing to pay, and more importantly, I'm not going to try and sell you anything, force you to buy me a coffee, support my channel. We support each other. It's called friendship, right? Back as ever to your breaking royal story of the day. This really all centres upon the sort of 70s pop icon, some might say at least, Sir Elton John, traded, for many years on that great friendship alongside, of course, the late and beautiful Princess Diana. Interesting to note, isn't it, though, that recently, of course, while publishing and pushing his brand new concert via a streaming service, that he popped up with his good close chums, Harry and Meghan. Now, what's interesting about this particular situation is this. Until earlier this year, everything was going rather swimmingly in the world of Sir Elton, Harry and Meghan. If you recall, they had that deal with Spotify, remember, to make that now axed pearl animation thing, cartoon thing. Well, seemingly they haven't fallen out, which is nice. If you saw the gushing message, of course, from Harry and Meghan to Sir Elton about his alleged planned retirement, of which, of course, Sir Rod Stewart has called him out and said, it's farcical, he'll be back because he'll be bored. And we all know that, don't we? You can just see just one more time, one last concert. I think Cher's been doing the very final tour since the beginning of time, Love Cher, but again, why do you keep coming out saying it's a very final concert? But if you look at that particular message, as I say, from Harry and Meghan, they're really playing to the American market, with, of course, Prince Harry mentioning his late mother and their friendship, while Meghan coolly sits on at the side, resting her head on the manly shoulders and chest of Prince Harry. All very gushing, isn't it? That just proves, though, to many people how desperate things have become in the world of PR for Harry and Meghan. But where does this leave, of course, that sentiment which Sir Elton John claimed way back when he said he'd promised Diana he would look after both of his sons? Where does that leave, of course, the gushing sentiment that Sir Elton said when he claimed that he would be looking after both of Diana's sons? According to a good source, and as ever, we have to say allegedly, so far, we've had no word as to whether the Prince of Wales was actually asked if he'd like to offer a tribute for this very special final retirement concert. So where's the looking after there? And of course, more importantly, you can't really take sides in these things because obviously both sides are needed. But as we saw earlier this year, Sir Elton could only manage a filmed performance for the Platinum Jubilee, a filmed message, rather than, of course, appearing live, which is strange when you think about it again. Perhaps he didn't want to face all of the faces of the British monarchy. Either way, it looks for now that Harry and Meghan are in the camp, and I use that term loosely, of David Furnish and Sir Elton John. But as ever in showbiz, it could all turn on the flick of a dime. As ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of a rainy London.